Hello, Travis Herndon here from HK Digital, and welcome to the first edition of 2 Minute Tirade, in which I'll be handing out 2 minutes of free paid media advice. This week's topic is going to be pretty broad. We're going to be talking about smart campaigns in general. So, the infamous Google PMax, Meta Advantage Plus, TikTok Smart Plus, and of course, Pinterest Performance Plus. For a lot of marketers, that just sounds like a lot of fancy acronyms, and they don't actually understand how these campaigns work. For a lot of marketers, they say automation is lazy. Automation means a complete lack of control. I want to know, how I'm segmenting my audiences, my creative. I want to control everything, and I'm a better marketer than the robots. Well, all of this is wrong. Okay, we're going to talk about how these are the best products, the best campaigns that are on these platforms. If you're not using them, you need to be using them. We're going to talk about how this idea of lack of control is totally wrong, and I'll show you just a few examples of where you absolutely have control. And yeah, let's just dive in here. So first off, when you're creating these campaigns, you're still selecting an objective, right? So you need to make sure that you're careful about telling the algorithm exactly what you want. If you're telling the algorithm you want traffic and awareness, that's what you're going to get. The quality probably not going to be great. You're going to get clicks, you're going to get impressions, probably not going to lead to revenue. So if you're looking for revenue, you're looking for incrementality, select that. Tell the platform that's what you actually want, and that's what it's going to give you. Now, measurement is also key. If you don't have your measurement buttoned up, if you're not tracking sales, if you're not tracking page views, content views, browse abandonment, every little micro touch point you can imagine, it's going to be a lot harder for that algorithm to learn about your audience and give you the objective that you've selected back to you. So make sure your measurement is good, and then make sure you're selecting the right objective. Now, one of the biggest myths out there is that when you're using these smart campaigns, they are fully automated and you have no control over your audience. Again, this is wrong. You can still have audience exclusions. You can still suppress remarketing versus prospecting. If your team is complaining or saying that you can't control the creative, the audiences, all of that is false. You still have full control. You just need an expert that actually knows how to work with these new campaigns. The reason why people think there's no control is because you can be super lazy, flip it on, and yes, give the platform full control over everything. But you don't have to. Those controls are all still there, which kind of brings me to my final point that these smart campaigns, these automations, they're there to handle the execution. You could be simple and shallow. You can be robust and complex. It really depends on the team and the strategy that's pulling the levers. Thanks, y'all.